Hello to all my gorgeous peeps in my universal world of peeps. Yes, today I've got something really special coming to you. This is the first of my one-to-one half-hour session of cooking session, and today I've got a young lad. As soon as he comes on, I'm going to get him to introduce himself to you. He's agreed to be filmed. Oh yes, you have. And I'm going to get him to come on and say hello. And we're going to talk about, I'm going to let him introduce what it is he has chosen to cook for you today. Okay, people? So stand by and let's get cooking with the mama. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's see here. Get it. Oh, yes. You can see the stove. You can see the mama. We're ready. Come on, Luke. Come on, Luke. Mama's waiting for you, Luke. Come join me in my kitchen today. Yeah. Just killing time. Come on, Luke. Well, I can see Luke is here, so let me let him into our room. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you? Yeah, hold on. I'm just going to press the record because I want to record this. Yeah? You okay with that? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, as I said to you, Luke, we're going to be recording this, and this is going to be for my peeps and you, okay? So I got two cameras rolling. So the first thing first, I'm going to just pick this up, and I'm going to put it this way. Can you say hello to everybody? Just say hi and introduce yourself.
Hello.
What's your name? You don't have to say your surname. Just say your first name.
My name's Luke.
Okay, and Luke, you are here today, and what are we going to be cooking?
A prawn and cod curry.
Yes, we're making a fish curry. Wonderful. So, first thing first, what I want to do with you, okay, let me see here. I need you to really speak up nice and loud because I meant to put a mic on this and I haven't. But I'm sure we're going to catch you. Don't worry about it. My voice is loud anyway. So, first thing first, I want to make sure, do you have all of your ingredients? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, let me have a look at what you have. Have you got it laid out on the table? Okay. Yep, okay, so what do you have there? You've got your cod,
Prawns.
your prawns,
Lime.
your peas,
Coriander.
coriander,
Carrots.
some carrots,
Spring onions.
brilliant, and your peppers, okay?
Paprika.
Uh-huh, oh, lovely.
Curry powder.
Curry powder, great,
Coconut milk.
and your coconut milk. Okay, great. And what else?
And some rice.
And some rice, yeah, because you're going to cook some rice as well. That is perfect. So, you pretty much have mirrored what I have here on my table. The only difference is to my curry, I'm going to be adding some spinach, whereas you're going to be adding peas, okay? But we're going to add those at the same time because I want everybody to realize to cook with what you have, okay? And what your preference is, okay? So I'm just showing how we can swap this up a little bit, all right? One thing I haven't got on my board, and I'm glad you reminded me, is my carrot. So I'm going to go and get my carrot right now. So just hang on. Just let me get my carrot out. Okay, carrot. Got it. So, this is a really quick and easy one-pot fish curry made with our cod and prawns, okay? Now, in order to make it so that it just goes boing really quick, we're going to do our prep first, okay? So, do you have a chopping board there?
Yeah.
Okay? So, what I want you to do first is, on your chopping board, I want you to get your onion, and I want you to dice your onion, okay? So I'm going to do the same thing so that we're working at the same time. So we're going to just dice our spring onion. Yeah. Now, do you have a traditional onion as well? Just a regular onion anywhere in the house?
No, I don't think so. No.
No? Okay, doesn't matter. I mean, the spring onion is a much subtler flavor, which is great. And I think for kids, it's easier to actually slice up a spring onion rather than a hard whole onion. So have you got your onion chopped?
My mum's just helping me do one of them to start with.
Okay, so while you're doing that, can you also get your peppers out? Cut them in half, because we're only going to use half of the pepper. And with the pepper, I want you to also dice the pepper. Just each half a pepper. Get it diced up.
Okay.
All right? Great. So did you go shopping with your mom to pick up all the ingredients?
Yeah.
You did? Great. Okay. All right. Good. Just get it all chopped up.
Okay. How do you want the peppers chopped?
I want them, okay, let me just show you my board.
Okay.
Can you see?
Yeah.
So just dice them up, okay? And make them quite big. Don't make them too small, okay? Because we want to be able to taste those. We want some flavor in it, all right?
Yeah.
And texture. Now, I'm also going to add some garlic. If you have any garlic, fresh garlic or garlic salt, we'll add it. But if you don't, it's fine, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
This is the type of curry that you can actually build upon. So you can add a whole, once you get used to doing it, you can add more things to it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see how you're getting on. Can you hold your board up a little bit just so I can see it? Lift it up. You just need to lift it up and then I can see it. Are you able to lift it? Yep, perfect. Yep, that looks good. Carry on. Carry on. It's looking good. Okay, Pete, so I want you to also see if you guys can try and do this. And remember, if you also want to cook along with me, all you got to do is go to the website, and we've made it so simple now. It is so easy. It's just mamas.uk. Boom! Easy. Go to that, and then you can go ahead, and then it'll bring you to the place where you can book a session like this. There, you nearly there? Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. It's warm today. Is it warm where you are today?
Yeah, it's quite warm.
Yeah, it's warm because I'm cooking. Let me see here. How's my food? I got my oven on as well because a friend of mine's father passed away with the virus. So I'm cooking. Yeah, it's their funeral today. So I'm cooking them a meal. Taking it over to their house when they come home from the funeral. So my oven is hot. Got a chicken in there. I'm making them some macaroni and cheese, some vegetables, a whole bunch of stuff. So where are we up to? Let's see. Onions and are the onions and peppers done? Yeah? Okay, that's all right. That's what we need first. Now also to this, so what we're going to do first step, also if we can get your carrot, all right? Because a carrot takes because of the firmness, it takes a little bit longer. And all I want you to do with the carrot, we're going to do these carrots in, rather than diced, they're going to cook a lot quicker. If you, let me just show you. If you slice them. Okay? So just slice them, just like little discs like this, okay? And just get them sliced up onto your board with your peppers and with your onions. And try and do them as thin as you can, okay? And that way it just means that it's all going to cook relatively at the same time. At the same speed, yeah?
Yeah.
Great. And you only need 1 carrot for this. Can you hear me cutting mine? There we go. Got it all cut up. I can hear you. That's it.
There we go.
All right. Great. Done?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, guess what? We're getting ready to start cooking. It's that easy. So what I want you to do now is to get, let me see what pan you're cooking it in. I think I can see that. Perfect. Okay. I'm cooking mine in this, which is a little bit deeper. Do you have a wok or something that's just a little bit deeper than your frying pan? If not, we can go with that.
I think we've got one, just having a look.
Okay.
Like that.
Perfect. That's what I prefer you to use. So get that onto the stove and turn it on. So let's turn the stove on. Yeah? Now, I want you to get yourself some olive oil or just some vegetable oil. Yep, some olive oil. Squeeze it to the bottom of the pan. Yeah? Okay. Now, the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to cook off some of our spices. So, I want you to get your curry powder, and all I want is just a teaspoon. A tablespoon. Okay, so open your curry powder. Can you get it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you have anything else? Just smoking more.
Yeah?
There we go.
Okay, now mind your pan. You've got it on the heat there. Make sure it's not burning. So now get your tablespoon and add your curry powder directly to that oil. And also, can you make sure you get yourself a wooden spoon?
Yeah.
Okay, now dump that into the oil. Get a wooden spoon, stir it. And I also want you to take some of that smoked paprika. I have posted you some love dust. It probably hasn't arrived yet. And I want you to put a tablespoon of the paprika into the curry powder. Give it a stir. Perfect. Alright. Give it a little stir. Have you got a wooden spoon? Yeah. Give it a stir. And now I want you to take your board with your carrots, your onions, and your peppers and put it straight in. And then, here, I'm going to show you. Let me just get my... Then what I want you to do, look at this, is stir it so that it absorbs all. Can you see?
Yeah.
So just give it a stir so it picks up all of that seasoning. Okay, give it a good stir. Yeah, keep going. Great. Does it look like it's covered and coated? Okay. Now I want you to take your kettle. If you've got a kettle with some water, just pour enough water to kind of just enough water to cover it. And we're going to leave that to cook now. Just enough. So about that much water. Okay, it's less than a cup. Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you got the water in?
Not yet, I just waiting for it to heat up.
Oh, okay. Oh, it doesn't have to be hot. The water doesn't have to be hot. Just pour the water in.
Oh.
It's going to get hot. You just need water. You could have gotten it from the tap. Sorry.
That's right.
Yeah, that's it. Just that's about enough. Yep, put it straight into the pan. Now give it a good stir. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good stuff. Now, as soon as that comes to a boil on the stove, have it heat quite high, we are then going to add our coconut milk.
Okay.
Alright? So, let's get ready. So, while that is waiting, can you take your fish,
Yeah.
like I've got, same kind, take it out of the packet, place it on your board,
Okay.
and we're going to cut it into chunks.
Okay.
Yep, that looks good.
I've got them out.
Okay. Here's my, excuse me, one set. Oh, here it is. Okay. You got them out? Okay, so with a nice sharp knife, and very carefully, I want you to, let me just show you. See mine? You're just going to cut it, can you see?
Yeah.
Down the middle and in chunks across.
Okay.
Alright, so cut it down the middle, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to make it too small. Alright? I'll show you the size chunks we're looking for. Like this, see?
Yeah.
So let's get that cut. Now, is your water boiling yet? It must be.
Yeah.
Okay, let's add our coconut milk right now, because we don't want that water to boil away. So add our coconut milk. And then just give that a good stir. Mix it in. Okay? Yeah? You got it in? Okay, walk away. Leave it. Let's go back to the fish. Let's finish getting our fish prepped.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, now, I want you to take your fish. Do you have a small bowl?
Yeah. Let me just get that.
Okay. Place your fish, place your fish in the bowl. Then I want you to take some more curry powder and we're going to sprinkle it over our fish. Just enough to cover our fish. Doesn't have to go on the prawns, but onto the cod. And then I believe when you're cooking, that's perfect. That's what I wanted to see. Get your fingers in there. So mix it up with your hands. That's it. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like this, yeah? Can you see? Everybody see? Just massage it in. Okay, great. Got it in?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to take our fish and we're going to pour it into our coconut milk,
Okay.
into the pan. We're also, at this stage, yeah, just give it one stir, leave it. At this stage, I want you to get your coriander, and we're going to chop up our coriander.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Chopping up our coriander. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so take your coriander, pour it, just dump it in, open up your prawns.
Okay.
That bowl that you used before, pour your prawns into that same bowl.
Okay.
Because it's going to have a little bit of that leftover curry powder anyway. Mix it with your coriander.
Is the coriander going in the pan?
Yeah, it's going in with your prawns first.
Okay.
In the bowl with the prawns. Okay? At this stage, what we're going to do, we're both going to walk over. Once you've done that, walk over and let's both wash our hands. Okay? So let's wash our hands. Great. Okay, I want you to go back to your pan, turn it down. Mine is bubbling away, and all I want it to do now is simmer. Turn your pan down. And now, take our prawns and our coriander, pour it into the pot.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And then, I want you to get your peas. Open up your peas. Okay? You only need about a cup of peas. You don't need an awful lot. And it's the same with me with my spinach. So, take your peas, pour your peas half the bowl. The bowl that you used, only put half the peas. Let me see, before you dump them in, let me see how many you got there, because you don't want it to be a pea curry. It's a fish curry.
What's that?
Yep, perfect. Pour them in. Pour it on into your bowl. And I'm going to add some spinach to mine right now. Okay. Now, give that one stir. Just one stir, just to mix it all in. Great. Now, really depending on how spicy you want it. Do you have any chili flakes?
No.
But okay, because you don't need them. If you wanted it to be a little bit of some, I'm going to put a touch of chili flakes in mine just to give it a little bit of heat. And I do this at this stage so that it's not overpowering. Alright, okay? Now, what I want you to do is get a pot, another pot, just a small one because we're going to cook your rice now. Yeah, that's a big pot. You need something a little bit smaller. Unless, how many people are you cooking for? For your 4? Okay, you like a lot of rice? You can do it. You can use that pot if you want. We're just not going to fill it.
So we'll get a slow one.
Okay. Yep, perfect. That's the one. Okay. So, what now? Let me tell you what I want you to do. I want you to put your I want you to get. Do you have any more onions left there?
No.
No? Okay. What about any peppers? You got your other peppers though. You've got the other half, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to just take chop me up some peppers of all your colors.
Okay.
Dice them up kind of small. Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. At this stage, also, can you get your mom to turn that kettle on just so it can be boiling?
Okay.
Yeah? All right. So, you got your peppers, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to take your peppers and I want you to put them in the bottom of your pan.
Okay.
Nothing else, just your peppers in the bottom of your pan for your rice. Yeah, turn it on. What's your curry looking like? Should be looking pretty good. Have a look at your curry. Tell me what it's looking like. Should look pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Give it a stir. All right, and you've turned it down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So let's get back to the rice. So, in your pot, put some olive oil in the bottom of your pot with your peppers. Okay, turn it on. I want you to add some salt, just a touch of salt, some pepper, and some of your Cajun seasoning, your smoked paprika. That's enough salt. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
And now, have you got it turned on?
Yeah.
All right. So give it a stir.
Okay.
I want you to take that rice that you have there, and I want you to put that rice into. I want you to measure out a cup, like a mug. That's all you need is this much rice. I want a mug of rice. That's plenty for 4. Yep, now fill that with your rice.
Yeah.
Okay, take that dried rice, fill it to the top, pour it into the pot. Yep, into it with the peppers. Give it a stir. So that you're mixing those peppers, the paprika, the salt, and the pepper together. And you should see that seasoning coating the rice as well as that little bit of olive oil. Is it coating it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now I want you to take your... do you by chance have any turmeric?
Yeah.
Perfect. Give it a teaspoon of turmeric into that rice. And this straight into your rice. And this is going to give it a warmth and it's going to give it a coloring. So put a teaspoon of turmeric straight into the rice. Now stir it up.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice hot heat, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, now take your water and listen to me. I want you to look at your rice.
Okay.
Look at me right now. If your rice is, say, about that deep in the pan, I want you to pour the water so that it is 1 inch above the rice. So pour, and it should be about a cup and a half. Step back. That's it. Keep going. Go. Yeah, it's gonna steam. That's all right. Just give it a stir. All right, now give it a stir. Stir your rice. Now, do you think you've got about 1 inch water above the rice?
Yeah.
Okay, so now walk away. If you've got that inch of water, walk away. Just leave it.
Okay.
Okay, your mom's putting a little bit more in. How much have you got?
I've got quite a fair amount now.
Okay, that's it. Don't that's enough. Now, stop stirring, Mom. Leave that rice alone. Leave it. Walk away. This is the problem people make the mistake most people make with rice is they continue to stir it. They continue to play with it. Once you've done it this way, with this method, once you coated it, it's covered, you put the water, you'll walk away. Now you're going to leave that rice to cook for it's going to only take about 10 minutes, and the water is going to absorb. Once the water has absorbed, then, and only then, you're going to give it a stir. And then you're going to cover it and turn it off, and that rice will be ready. Okay? So let's have a look at your fish. Go back to your fish.
It's looking good.
Okay. So, well, at this stage, I want you to get a separate spoon, because we're going to taste it. Okay? And all you're doing is you're tasting the sauce. Just get a little bit. And tell me what you think. Now, is at this stage you can tell, do you think it needs a touch of salt? Does it need a little bit more curry? Or is it pretty...
I think it's right there, yeah.
You think it's there?
Yeah.
That's it. Good. So just leave it. So now, turn it off. I want you to turn it off, because the more we cook it, it is just going to basically carry on breaking that fish up, okay? Now, is it quite runny, or is it quite thick?
It's quite thick, actually.
Is it thick?
Yeah.
Perfect. That's what I want.
Yes.
Okay, so your curry is done. The only thing you might want to add to it is a little bit more coriander, maybe, but it is done. And we need to leave it. And what I suggest you do is, with curries, flavors build. Okay?
Yeah.
So you don't want to serve this right now. You want to leave this and let those flavors combine and build up, okay? And then at least an hour, leave it, okay? Because then you can warm it back through when it's time to serve, but it just means that the flavor and the depth of it is just going to be great. Go over there and have a look at your rice. Tell me what it's doing. Is it boiling?
Yeah. It's looking good.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's still got a lot of water in it?
Yeah.
Okay, leave it, because we want that water to boil out, okay?
Okay.
Because once that water has boiled out, then it's going to be ready. All right. Good. All right. So, did you think it was going to be that easy to make this fish curry?
No.
See, it's so easy. A lot of people don't realize how easy it is to cook from scratch. Now, I'm telling you right now, if you'd have gone and got yourself one of these kits from the supermarket or whatever, it would have taken you the same time. So why not just do it from fresh? And this way you know exactly what's going into your dish, you know? And you can combine those flavors for your tongue, you know? Good. All right, let's see that rice. I think that rice is nearly coming.
Yeah, and it's not much more left now.
Not much more? Not much more water. Okay, now give it a stir. That's to mix the peppers so that the peppers mix through. And does it have a nice yellow color to it?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, that's good. That's enough stirring. Walk away. Okay, So, what I'm going to need you to do for me is when you finish and you're ready to serve it, I want you to plate it up. And what I want you to do is put the rice on a plate and then create a circle in the middle, like a little well. Fill that with your curry. So we see the curry in the middle and the rice around the outside. Take a picture for me. Send me an email, okay? And what I really like is for you to be holding it and get your mom to take a picture of you holding the dish. So that when I put this video out, that's going to be part of the thumbnail. Is you. Okay? You got it? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, well, I think we're almost done. You did really, really well. And guess what? We did that in half an hour, like I told you we could. All right, well, I want to see your rice. Is it possible for you to pick that pot up, even if you need to use a pot holder? It's not too heavy for you, and just tilt it to me. Tilt. Lift it up a bit more, up higher. No, up higher, higher. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Good, good. All right. So, what I need, give it a stir, and can you taste it just to tell me if it is coming, does it taste almost cooked? Is it soft enough? Because they're going to be putting a lid on that to finish it off. But just see if it needs to cook a little longer. Is it crunchy or soft? Huh? It needs to cook longer? Okay. Does it have any water left in it?
No.
All right, add a touch of water, just a touch more water. Just a little bit. Okay. And then what you can do is turn it right down and cover it.
Okay.
Cover it. You got a lid? If you don't have a lid, get some tin foil. Okay, you got a lid. Perfect. Okay, so all you now need to do really is, I would say, you don't want to cook that rice more. You need to give it about 5 more minutes, then just turn it off. And leave the lid on because the steam will continue to cook that rice and make it nice and fluffy for you. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, look what you did today. So, is this going to be your family's lunch or dinner today?
Probably lunch.
Lunch? Okay, so it's a good lunch. Make sure you send me some pictures, please. All right? All right. So, did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, good. I think once we get out of this lockdown, I'm going to have to come over to you. You and I, we can do some cooking together. And you can do like a dinner party. Okay? Yeah? Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So that's pretty good. So we've only got one thing left to do right now, and that is to sign off. So what I'm going to say is, I'm going to say with a little bit of peace, and then you're going to say with a whole lot of love, and then I'm going to come back together. So get ready, because I'm going to do this to the camera. Here we go. I'm going to walk it on up here. So, with a little bit of peace,
A whole lot of love.
and so, from the Mama and Luke, coming at you with a fish curry. Oh yeah. Yeah. That looks good. Okay. Alright, so let me just show them. Let me show you mine. Oh,
That's good.
can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, let me just show this to the camera as well. Look, guys. Oh, yes, our fish curry. I'm gonna have that for dinner tonight. All right. Peace and love. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed this today. And it should be good. Go over there and check that rice one more time before we go. Because I think that, turn that pan off. Because I don't want it to stick.
Okay.
Turn it off. After all this, I ain't nothing worse than no burnt rice. Give it a stir.
Okay.
Alright, put your lid back on. And that way it will carry on cooking. And finishing off. Alright then. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's do this. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye. Bye, everybody. Enjoy.
Don't stick your hand in any hot water. I got cook's fingers. I'm used to this kind of stuff, okay? Use a spoon.